Hello everybody. Welcome to this special presentation with our special guest Matteo Burani and Arianna Gheller from Studio Croma, directly from Italy. I'm Dominique co-director of Festival Stop Motion Montréal. I have my super technical helper, Rulo and Shana. Please say a little word.
Hi, I'm Shanna Siegel. I'm the marketing manager for Festival Stop Motion Montreal, and I'll be helping out with the comments today. Dominique, our co-director, and Rulo with StopMotionNerds are the, Dominique will be running the show and talking with Matteo and Arianna from Studio Croma, who are with us from Italy today. Rulo and I will be...
Hello.
Hello, guys.
Hi, guys.
We're so happy to have you with us. It's so lovely that we were able to have this nice collaboration on a Saturday where our international viewers can tune in and learn more about what goes on at your studio and your new project, Playing God. And we're very excited to learn more about this.
Thank you for this invitation.
Yeah, thank you so much for inviting us, and it's a pleasure to be here in this live. And yeah, of course, today let's talk about our studio first. And so the presentation is, my name is Matteo Burani.
And I am Arianna Gheller.
We have a stop motion animation studio in Italy. We have started work in a stop motion animation world 10 years ago. So we have a bit of experience, and we start to work when at the last year of the high school. So it was start like a game in some ways, and without know anything about the stop motion world, stop motion network, and everything. And now we are here. Working a lot.
In a new studio.
Yeah, in our new studio. Yes, of course. And so for introducing ourselves, I think it's good if showing maybe our teaser first of all, to breaking the ice and show our work a little bit. And yes, let's go.
You kill and love and tell the world the globe. You crucify your dog, no wonder what he becomes. We're busy every day looking for enemies. Person ruin my life. Okay, I get it. We're on a countdown. They make you dress down. They make you calm down, trying to bring you down. Selling even by the pound. This is your time round to pick mommy out and make it proud. Money, 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 your opinion on a shelf. You're looking at your neighbor, but the enemy's yourself. We fucked up once and don't try again. We gotta sing this right before we go to bed. Yourself, the enemy's yourself. Yourself, enemy, enemy. Yourself, the enemy's yourself. Yourself, enemy, enemy. Yourself, the enemy's yourself. Yourself, enemy, enemy. Yourself, the enemy's yourself. Yourself, enemy, enemy.
Husky loops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dancing through the video.
Yeah. So first of all, I want to thank you, the ASCII Loops, a band friend of mine. Is a UK band, really, really nice for taking this song, for making some rhythm about in our.
They give us all their fantastic song for our video, so this is a fantastic collaboration.
Yeah, of course. And so first of all, we work in a different way, in a different stop motion medium.
Techniques,
yes. We work with.
You don't only do stop motion, right? You explore you do a bit of 2D as well.
Sometimes,
yeah.
Yes. We make even some motion graphics or 2D animation on, for example, oil on glass, for example. Yes, we experiment a little bit with every techniques.
Yeah, our studio, for example, is born with puppet animation. When we will start. We start with building puppets. For example, I've started my career in stop motion, if I say, with like a puppet maker, and I have combined this my passion with sculpting and painting, with cinema in some ways, and so our first medium was puppet animation, and after that we have started to experiment with different kind of techniques, and so we are searching all the time new kind of expression, new kind of
and style.
Yeah.
Yes, we want now to experiment different. Go out on our comfort zone, because we started with puppet, but also we want now experimenting new techniques with different materials and etc. etc. So
yeah.
The studio has been going on for 10 years now, so it's still a young studio, but you have a decade of experience behind you. So you work with a lot of collaboration. You did advertising, music video clips, you work on other people's short films. And now are you doing your very first own short stop motion film? Is it playing on your first?
Yes. So yes, we have. So our story, we start to our experience stop motion in a way to making our first personal short film in 2010 or 9, I don't remember. So a long time ago. We have started basically to build scenarios and puppets and writing script, and we have started to make some network in our city here in Bologna, in Italy, and we have found a production here. So we have started to collaborate with this production at our first short film. It's called La Valigia, and it was our first professional puppet animation short film. And after that, yes, we have started making another short film and several music video, and we work with children with RAI here in Italy, and we have doing some stop motion animation course here. We have professional classes, yes, master classes of stop motion, 6 months of stop motion classes here in Italy. So it was very, very long. And after that, we have started to decide to auto-produce and produce ourselves our first short film, Playing God.
How do you feel like so far it's a good experience? It's a big challenge to produce your own film. Are you enjoying that side?
Yeah.
And one of the important details is that we started our first studio in the underway chamber, no? We were in an underwear studio in some way. We were always in the darkness.
Yeah. 10 years in the darkness.
Yes, and now we have.
Can be my new book in some ways. A new book from Matteo Burani, 10 years in the darkness. Nice.
And after the 2020, everything changed for us.
Yeah.
We started this adventure with our new company. We get a company, and we have changed studio. And after that, we decide to start this fantastic path of auto-producing a short film. So the feeling is obviously we are excited, but at the same time it's a kind of difficult stuff.
Because you have more responsibility and you feel
more responsibility. Yes.
And responsibilities and taxes.
And taxes.
I don't know taxes in this life.
Boring stuff.
Yes.
How do you juggle between the commercial work and your own project? Does Playing God at the moment is taking 100% of your time and focus, or you have to divide your time and effort between the two?
Yes, we have unfortunately to divide now our time with our work, normal work, and the Playing God.
Yeah, our work is just like a stop motion commission and like advertise for Italy and for Europe, and music video. We really love to work with music video because I think it's stop motion. It's a very nice medium to work with music because you imagine the story, the rhythm of the story, and all the time we want to, because when you start a project, imagine this project with music in some ways. But when you have the music first, it's much more easy to imagine a story, the dynamics, the script. It's more easy to understand everything in some ways. So we really love to work with music.
Mm-hmm.
And after that, yes, this is our work. We live, and we are starting living with this work, and it's difficult, but it's possible in some ways. And yeah, so I want to talk about turning back in the days in 2017 when we start to work at the short film Playing God, when we talk in this live. And it's strange because we know how to make a film in all the technical way, but we don't know how to make a film in a practical way, like searching funds,
economical way.
Yes. So we have worked with a lot of time, and it's for 10 years, for all my 20, for working like puppet making and scenography, a technical stuff inside my studio. And at the end, I totally understand I don't know anything about how to make a movie in some ways.
The production side.
Yeah.
The financial part.
The financial part, yes. The most important part in some ways, because without money, in some ways, you can't do
Nothing.
anything. Nothing. So this was a very nice experience for us for researching and start to understand how to make a movie. And it was a very nice experience for us to understand this and to improve our skill on how to make a movie.
Yes,
yeah.
we are proud of us because we grew a lot in this year.
Yeah.
Yes.
We have failed everything, you know.
No, it's not true.
No, we know it.
Don't trust in him. It's a liar.
But I mean, it's a new journey in the sense that there's a lot to know, there's a lot to try, fail and succeed. Like it's part of the learning phase. And yeah, like talk to me about the transition. About you have this project, you want to find financial support. And maybe producer, co-producer, and everything. What was the first step? What did you try first? Like you registered to pitches, you went to festival and market to try to convince people to be in this journey with you. What was your first effort?
So it's strange because our first we have started this project without knowing anything, and with the idea to complete a film all alone in some ways, just like. So we have
with our energy and nothing else, but obviously we get conscious about that very soon.
Yeah. So we have started like I don't know anything about the market and everything, and I just want to make a film. Okay.
It was a necessity, a strong necessity in the first step, but after that we decide to first participate in local funds, for example. And after that, we the next year we started to participate on a pitch session or festival to try to found a co-producer. And for example, our first experience was at Animart in the 2018.
2018.
Right. Yes. and was our first experience in a pitch session, and was a total failure.
No, it's not. It's not a failure. It's just like our first experience of
Yes,
how
was
to
our
make.
first experience.
No one has explained us how to make a pitch.
Yeah.
You know?
But
And-
you know that the better way to learn is, maybe fail the
Yeah.
first time. And I'm sure that even if, let's say, your presentation didn't go as well as you wanted, maybe there's still like you show up in front of many people that are working in this industry, and I'm sure now that a few of those people are in your contact book and you talk to them. And,
Yes, of course.
Yeah, of course, because it's
Totally
just like
true.
that, because you have to, in some ways, diving in this. All the time we have stay in a studio, working in a studio. Everything was in some ways it was our first experience to exit on our comfort zone in some ways, and putting ourselves in front of the expert, the community, the juries, other people in another language, and it was so traumatic in some ways. Just like, oh my God, I don't know nothing about. And
But the second one went a little bit good, right?
Yeah. We have started to improve. We have started to improve because we have doing four pitch
For this
we have
project.
pitched this short film 4 times in 4 different situations.
The first was Animart. The second one was C-Animation, right?
No, it was Cartoon on the Bay here in
Cartoon on the
Italy.
Bay,
Yeah.
here in Italy, in Turin. After that, C-Animation, and the last one was at Animasiros
In
in Greece.
2019. Yeah.
The last one was super good,
The last
right?
one was
Because
super-
we were super conscious at the end how to do the best pitch ever. So, okay. And
we have taken our time for improving, but at the end we have succeeded our personal goal. Yeah.
did you hang out getting back some, I don't know, some prize or support from those pitches sessions?
It was so important. We don't have win anything, but it was so important to improve ourselves first of all, and to know people in the community and share the project.
so, yes, we didn't get funds, but we found a lot of people that had say like, oh guys, your project is super good, and we can wait to see at the end how is the project, and also that it's good for us because we get a lot of positive feedbacks from those experiences, so
Yeah.
super good.
Yeah. So yes, was our experience in ways. We have worked in a technical way for 7 years without know about anything, and we have worked in for 3 years for communication, improve ourselves, improve our skill, improve researching contact with people, sharing our projects, and we are doing our personal experience of that.
So maybe we can switch a little and talk more about the film and the Kickstarter campaign, because you already did half of the project already. So it's you're not like starting from scratch at the moment that you launch the campaign. You're halfway there. You're also halfway the campaign, and you're also halfway the goal, the money goal that you have. So the next 2 weeks will be really, really important for you to see if the community responds to the campaign, and if it's gonna, allow you to start the second half of the film, right?
Yeah, it is. So our idea to start a Kickstarter campaign, it was coming in January 2020. 21, I don't remember.
20.
20, yes. So it's a long time we have thinking about a Kickstarter, and it's a long time we have think about to researching funding in this way, but we was totally not prepared for this, because first of all, we have decided to invest in this year in the social media. So we have started to, in some ways, investing with an agency and content creators and all this stuff to posting and be more active and be active on social media, and for discover the world and the community, our studio and our work, first of all. And this is so important because after that we don't have paid so much attention about our images on social networks. And I think after the first lockdown, this was our principal idea to do, because we was totally in a kind of we are not connected, no one know about us, no one know about our work, about our past work, so we want to do something in some ways, and we have started to investing on this, and we are thinking about to invest on social media for 1 year, for making at the last of the year a Kickstarter and try to reach the funds for cover some cover the projects, some cost about the project, because yes, this Kickstarter, it's so good for us, but at the same time we can cover with this money a little part about the production and the shooting, the last part in some ways, because we have self-financed the shooting and the creative process, the pre-production and the production in 4 years on this project. And now we want to finish in 2022, so we are thinking about a Kickstarter for help us to reach this goal in some ways.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So, yeah, so we hope you definitely reach the goal. You're halfway there, so you're almost there. Halfway there, but almost there. So if people are interested to read more about the Kickstarter page, we're gonna put the link in the comment section. You will also see the link. Scroll down the video streaming. And we would like you guys to talk more about the film, obviously, because it's combined clay animation and pixelation in a really unique way, I would say, because for me, I think the quality of the animation is really high standard. So, it's something that I wish we can see in the theater screen very soon. So I'll let you talk more about the film now.
Yeah, so
we could see the teaser, maybe.
Yes, we can show the teaser first of all. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, this is the short film in the 2021, but the short film was totally different when we were starting the 2017, of course, because at the beginning, so everything was clear about the technique in the beginning. Like we want to make something, we want to making something different. This was our first impression about, and we want to make something something important for the stop motion world and for the animation world in general. And the story was strong since the beginning. And the perfect medium for the story was the stop motion since the beginning. So everything was perfectly clear. And but we have started to improve. It's difficult to say because this experience was we are improve ourselves in the moment where we are improving the short film in the same time. I don't know how can express, because the story is change, is shape, but the concept was the same. The shape is change because we are change like a person, like
A company, for example.
a company, yes, but in a personal way we are change.
Yeah,
And the story has changed in the same time, yeah.
I suppose when you say the story has changed a lot of time, it's because the initial concept is really personal. In your campaign description, you say that it starts from a very personal experience of your craft, you as an artist. Like you wanted to express, I guess, your state of mind through that clay character. Can you talk about the synopsis, the story of the film?
Yeah. So the story was born in 2017 when I was a kind of burnout during the work in some ways. Too much work, too much expected from my work, from my studio, from the people who work with me, and I don't know why I've started to totally breaking out. And the story is born in this way. The idea to make this personal putting myself in some ways in the main character. The main character is a clay creature in some ways, and the story talk about the relation between this clay creature and his creator. The creator is a man. Is a sculptor, is an artist in some ways, and the story talk about this man start to create this clay creature, and at the end he abandoned him because he don't see the perfection on his work. And it's born from my personal experience, and after that I recognize on this meaning the sense of life in some ways. The moment when your ego is falling down because you are not on the center of the world, and yeah. So it's a very personal story, born in a very personal situation. And yes, at the beginning was a 3-minute short film, for example, and now is a 13 short film, and something is changed. And but the meaning is the same. It's just like in this year we are improving our screenwriting in some ways, and we have started to write this emotion in a correct way. And yes, so now we are here, and we hope to achieve to finish this project.
I have a little question. Like, the film is an hybrid clay animation and pixelation. You say that the clay character represents you, but you are the actor for the pixelation character.
Yeah.
So would you say that the artist, the sculptor, and the clay character kind of, it's a bit of the same person, in the sense that the sculptor create the clay, and the clay represent maybe the emotion of the sculpture that is trying to put it out?
I think it's maybe if I respond on this question, maybe it can be a spoiler of the film. I don't know.
Okay.
We can try to respond in
Yeah,
another way.
it's okay. Just in my thought, and I will wonder until I watch the film. That's totally. That's part of
But
it.
you can answer. We are in a family now.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, I respect.
No, the meaning is just like, because no one is so crazy to stay still all the time and to achieve to be a pixelation actor in this way. And this is the first can be a good response, like, because to be a pixelation actor, it's a very difficult stuff, very crazy stuff. No one, I think, can want to have this job.
And like, when you decide to do pixelation, like, for me, it makes sense that you play the sculptor, you are the actor, but was it also a technical and financial, was it too expensive to ask somebody else to do it? Was it just not right because it's your story, so you know how to move it, how to play it? Like, was it just simple and evident that you have to be the actor to do the pixelation part?
Yeah.
Yes, that's yes, of course, that's a point. And another point could be also that okay, I am the only animator of this short film, and for me, it's important also to build a kind of connection with the pixelation actor. So in this case, we know each other, and maybe also this point is important to have he like a pixelation actor, because for me it's easier to build a connection and express better the emotion during the animation. You know, so for those 3 points, for me, was good to have Matteo like the pixelation actor.
Yeah. And after that is a kind of recognize myself in the victim, the main character, the play creature, and the murder in some ways, villain, the sculptor in some ways. Yeah.
Do you feel to show a little bit more of extract from the film, and we can talk about the techniques?
Yes, we have this extract from the film, and this extract took much better than me of the.
I want to say hello to Julian that coming inside in the slide.
Hello, Julian.
Hello, Julian.
Nice. Okay, let's see this this extract. Yeah. Yeah, this is the moment when the creature is creating.
Mm-hmm. So we usually talk about 3 techniques, because inside there is for us there is this part of morphing when I mainly work with plasticine, and I have to sculpt the body of the main character that are created in the scene. So we have clay animation, puppet animation when the sculpture is alive, and pixelation with Matteo.
Yeah. Not all the time the short film is like this. There is some specific part during the film when you have all these three techniques together, but normally during the scene there is puppet animation. Puppet animation in these short films mean clay animation in some ways, because everything is made by clay. So Arianna had to shape frame by frame the plasticine. One frame it's mean 40 minutes of animation, maybe, I think, to have to shape every single detail. And for this reason, the short film is so long to finish.
Yeah. Are you the animator, Arianna? Do you have an assistant to help you?
No, right now I'm the only one. Maybe in the future we could, with some budget, we could have another animator. But for now, I'm the only one. But it's not heavy for me, because I feel so much this project, and it's difficult sometimes to match, three different kind of techniques, because as you know, every techniques have their own specific what can I say,
meanings, personality.
Yes, personality, way to do that, and time to realization, and sometimes it's difficult to match two or three in this kind of techniques. But at the beginning of this project, we obviously we didn't how to know that, but with time we started to improve, trying a lot of animation, and now I'm super happy of the result, because I think that we have a high quality animation now, and it's super experimental at the moment. And I want to say also that I don't think I ever felt so connected with a character in my life. Because for the first animation with a sculptor, I was surprised how much I care about him in some way. In my first animation, I looked to his eyes, and I felt really moved, because his eyes are super expressive in some way. At some points I started I remember to search to put in my animation a lot of realism, more realism in the animation. So I searched also to put inside like real tears and saliva, for example, and all we needed for make this character more alive. So I think that now we have achieved the goal of expression.
I think it's this kind of animation, this kind of style is unique, because achieving this kind of realism with plasticine, you need to have a lot of time, but it's the best way to. It's a very expressive way in some ways. It's I never in my personal case I never see this kind of. I've worked with substitution. I have worked with magnets and all this stuff, but using plasticine, you don't have limits in some ways.
You can reach really a range of expression that it's impressive and super realistic. In fact, I think that we achieve a very deep emotion with this character.
It's organic, and I guess like the tone of the clay, like it's a good color for skin tone, you know. So you really feel the flesh of the character. It's delicate and at the same time it's very rough. So you can there's a large range of emotion. I think that's Iman, sorry, I'm looking for my word too. Like there's a big range of emotion that just looking at the character, you can feel the fragility, but also the strongness because of the muscle and the so
The body.
Personally, I will say congratulations because you're an animator and you're also the actor because you decide the movement and the emotion and you talk about the real connection that you make with the puppets. And I think it will, and it did show in the teaser, so I think it will really show in the film as well. So congrats.
Thank you so much. At some point, I started to think that he was alive without my help, because yes, really. Another things that is so important of this project that is that we have a lot of time to do that, because we don't have producer in some way, and we don't have a deadline. So we have a lot of time to fill this project. And for me, for example, for my part, which is animation, it's important the time because I can totally flow in the character, and it's because of that before I say that I never been so connected with a character for that, because I can totally flow in his sometimes, and I really I really can express myself in himself in some way. I can, I hope that I can express myself better, because it's difficult to express in English that feelings. It's particular.
Yeah. For that reason, she is the only animator of this short film, because
I totally care of you.
No, the problem is it's difficult for a new animator, for example, we have tried, but it's difficult to enter in this mood, in this kind of, because you can ask maybe an animator who is really able to with a clay animation and all this stuff, but if you are able to, if you have worked in this project and you are in this project, it's past 4 years to achieve this kind of quality. So yeah. And for that reason, I think this can be the reason for the unicity of this project in some ways, the time.
Well, would you like to talk more about the pixelation aspect of the film?
Yeah.
It's your turn.
Yeah. So the most difficult scene, we have to shoot the most difficult scene. So we have the only pixelation scene we have shoot is the from the extract I showed to you, and so for the last scene I don't want to think the difficult, because we don't want to achieve a kind of pixelation like we have several reference about. For example, our main reference is 𝗟𝗜𝗓𝗘, for example, the acting of the pixelation actor, but we want to making stop motion with a human body. It's not just like moving and delete some frames for making, it's just like animate a human body. And it's quite different from the normal pixelation you see. And for example, we have, during the shooting, we have rigging my body for some scene, in some ways, for evitate the natural movement of the body. For example, when you have the hands of the body in front of camera, and you have to stay 8 hours maybe in front of camera, you see the natural movement of your body your hands start to close, because your body say, I can't stay in this position for all the time. So for evitate this, we have find a personal solution in some ways. I can show you in this video. Yeah, this is an example don't try this at home.
No.
And no, the meaning is yes, for making still the body for all the scene you showing that from the extract. In some ways, my hand was rigged in this way, and we have found a solution for making the scene when the hands interact with the plasticine. I'm not stay still all the time with the puppets. I'm just turning out my hands. Arianna has shaped the frame of the body of the sculpture, and I'm turning with my hands in the shot.
Yes, I have to put him in the same position and
Yes.
and previously define everything.
Yes.
Because otherwise it's a torture for him.
No, of course, but all the time, for example, 8 hours, 9 hours a day in this animation moments, I have stayed with my. For example, it's the movement of my hands was, this is the plasticine puppet and this is my hands. I stay with a rig and my hands glued for all day in this way. Stay still like this, yeah. And I say eat and drink and everything with my hands like this. And so after Arianna is ready to finish and shape the frame, I come to the set, I put my hands, I take the shot, and after I turning out, and this is the way we should bring on.
Do you think that the result of the film itself, the story of the film, and the process of making it is as much as important for you to go through that process? Like, because for me, it's funny because at the beginning you said, the story came out at a moment where I was burned out, I was like tired or whatever, there was too much work, and you ended up with this titanic piece of work that you need to invest yourself, body and mind so much. So I think that the process is a way for you, I don't know, to turn the page and be like,
Yes.
It's not. I don't know. I think the best way to respond on this is just like to want to make something good in your career and something unique.
Yeah. Something amazing.
And this way to push on the limit in some ways is just to want to make something
Powerful.
unique.
Incredible. Cool.
Yeah.
I have a comment from Julian Pinabuela.
Yeah.
So it says, I would like to ask them, how would you define playing God in 3 words if you had to sell it to an audience? And what can we expect from playing God?
Ooh, such a difficult question.
Yes, it's a very difficult question. So we can say maybe a word. I'm making the first one, you make the second one, and Dominique, you make the first one.
Yes, because you saw the teaser, so you know, you know perfectly.
So my first word is unique.
Powerful.
Ambitious.
Nice one.
Yes.
Perfect. And the question is, and what we can expect from playing God?
For me, a very powerful fine del film. The end of the film will be yeah. The final. What can I say? The final part of the film will be super powerful, and prepare your tears, because you will start to cry. Really, for me. That's my answer.
My second, I think it's I expect to maybe when I start making stop motion, my main reference was the powerful short film. So I want to start making stop motion for express not only the potential art inside the stop motion technique. Because if you think stop motion, it's quite crazy stuff to understand. It's to animate something, to give life to something without life, to give life objects on video. It's a kind of
spell in some way.
It's a kind of magic in some ways. And this is, I think, it's one of the most fascinating form of art I have never seen in all my life. So probably is try to show the power, the artistic power, the artistic value of the stop motion animation. Yes.
I think we can take the last part of this interview to talk more about the Kickstarter, what people can, can expect from the perks and stuff like that. As I mentioned earlier, you're halfway there, so you still need like support from the community. So we hope that people will feel attracted to your project and want to support it. So I will just let you talk more where you have at the moment and what this money will serve to.
Yeah. So
maybe we can show the images of the budget.
Yeah. So
PDF?
for understand better maybe our moment and what we need in some ways to finish the short film, because we have invested a lot of money, the space, the studio, the people who work at this project. We are making it's in some ways everything is self-financed in some ways, this project. And what we need now is the last part of the budget for finish the shooting. This is the meaning of our Kickstarter, to finish the shooting and have the budget, necessary budget to restart the shooting after the first lockdown and to finish in some ways. And so for finish the shooting, what we need for finish the shooting is to rent a space big enough. Our studio is big, but not big enough for setting the final scene of the short film when we see all the sculptor studio in some ways, the final scene of the short. And we need the money to pay the cinematographer for working with us, and the props and the silicone, because we need to making some really good props. We need to make a giant book, and we need to make a silicone mask. This is another question, because the pixelation actor, we see the pixelation actor, the sculptor on face at the end of the short film, and this I will have to be a silicone mask, because we need this prop. And of course, the last part is the sound design, the post-production, and the music. And we hope to achieve this in the 2022, 2023. We need time. Depends on the budget we reach in some ways. And of course, if you want to help this project on the Kickstarter campaign, it's how many days is 11 days to go, or 12, I don't know, I don't remember. Is yeah, we have just passed the middle of the campaign. We have 11 days to go. We are on the 60% of the budget of the goal. We lost the big part now, and we hope to achieve on this. If you want to support our Kickstarter, there is a lot of very nice rewards you show in the campaign.
We prepare a lot of gadgets.
Yeah,
playing out themes.
Yeah. If you scroll, we can see this is another fantastic gadget. If you want to pledge with very money, it's a postcard sticker set. I love the sticker set. I love this sticker set, especially when the stickers say "Love yourself" with this crawling face. It's so cute. If you're scrolling down, also there is another wonderful reward. So we are
our storyboard artists prepared those fantastic stickers and some of those postcards.
Yeah, and these postcards are the very special artworks from a very nice Italian illustrator here. Yeah. And the movie poster, of course, we will be ready in the 2000. When we finish the film, will be the official poster. And yes, this is the new rewards. There is a limited edition armature hands and limited edition art prints. This art print is so cool. This limited edition armature hand is so cool. 20 centimeters, something like this, is welded by me, and it's a puppet armature. Yeah. And the clay hands is sold out, but you can have limited edition wood sculptor. This wood sculptor is so cool, so if you want to buy one of those, really nice.
And of course, we have also the original puppet from the sets.
Yeah.
The small one and the larger one.
Yeah. We have a lot of puppets. We have full of these puppets, so if you want to help, I don't know.
And obviously, in our campaign, there is also the streaming of the film, which is super important. So if someone is curious about the end of the film that I told previously, there is a reward of obviously the streaming of the film at the end of the shooting and the post-production.
Yeah. So for close, we hope to achieve this short film. We hope to finish the short film in a very good way, and we want to finish the short film at the top of the performance. And we hope to run to the major festival around the world for show our project and for achieve this personal goal of our career and showing this project to the stop motion community and show how much the stop motion can be powerful, like an art form.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I wish you personally best of luck with this project. Like we see that you're really devoted to that project, and like you put you finance yourself halfway of the project, and what's left, it's almost everything that you can do by yourself. Like you need help of other people to finish the film. So I hope that there's 100 people backing the project at the moment. So I summon other people if they feel like helping you. There's no little help. All help is welcome. And,
Yeah,
of course.
Yeah, and I it's far from now, but like once that film is done, do you wish to do other short films, or this short will be more like a entry card to, I don't know, go work on feature films, or like, are you more interested to do your own signature films?
we have started thinking about the series after.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and because we love. This is my personal opinion. I think it's short film is one of the best expression in the cinema. I love movies. I love all the formats, but short film, I think it's so special because it's just like a poetry in some ways. It's so poetical, the short film, and I think the industry have to invest much more in the short film, and especially here in Italy. And this is
yes,
what I have to say.
We have to say thank you also to you, Festival Stop Motion Montreal, because sometimes for short film there is also that kind of space of distribution, no? The festival, and we hope that even here in Italy will be more space to show short film, the short film. Yes, what can I say? Tipo di contenuto.
For what?
Tipo di contenuto.
Content?
Yes. Short film type, no?
Are you saying that maybe there's not a lot of opportunity in the festival in Italy for that type of short film, or just in general?
Other space like more broadcaster, for example, here in Italy we don't have that space. We have also the opportunity to show our work in the festival, of course, and I hope that could be more opportunity.
Yeah, of course, because
for this in broadcaster, for example.
Yeah, I think the problem is because maybe for the short film there is not that strong market than for series or feature film, for example. And I say for in Italy, example is the meaning because everyone making short film for making a feature film after, of course. And of course, this short film is we want to make this short film our opportunity for know our studio, for improving and for making improve our business in this sector, of course. But we want to work with short film like a medium also because we believe in this medium, and we hope we hope there will be a good investment on this kind of medium, on this kind of maybe on the platform, for example.
This format, yes, that was the word that I missed before. This format, yes. I hope that could be more opportunities for this format because it's super special for us.
Yeah.
That kind of storytelling also. It's super different as from the series. The feature film is totally another type of storytelling.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know what is available in Italy, but for us, I guess in Canada, the short film live, yes, there's a festival. They're not play much on TV, but you have those online specialized content. So hopefully they can live there outside the festival circuit.
Okay, cool. Here in Italy, there isn't those opportunities for a short film, and I hope that in the future there will be more opportunities.
Yeah, we have started to work in an international way for this reason.
So if you have anything else to add, that will be the moment. We have some comments maybe. Check. Yeah, we're asking if anybody has last question for you guys. People are shy today.
Don't be shy.
Yeah, any question like how old are you? I don't know. This is
how many puppets there is behind you?
How many?
how many puppets? I don't know. 100 maybe?
Yeah, 100 maybe.
Wow.
And in manipulating all that clay, like, do you have to take breaks in between for your own hands? Do you not get blisters or sores?
What do you? Okay, I can answer.
If you want.
Okay. Yes. Yes. During animation, okay. First, I have to manipulate a little bit the plasticine because you can imagine that the plasticine is harder, and during animation, all those puppets are made totally with plasticine, and during movement, sometimes obviously the plasticine cracks, and it's because of that the animation, that process is so slowly because I have to cover the crack and the shape.
For example, this over there, you see
and
if you
shape
move the
again.
hand or the mount.
I have to shape again and smooth with my brush and Vaseline, and after that I have to move again the puppet and imagine the acting, and after that I have to move the pixelation actor. So yeah.
It's just to redo the same sculpture frame by frame in some
Yes,
ways.
sometimes takes like 50 minutes for frame, so it's a long process.
And the long process,
like how do you keep your hands healthy when you're doing this? You know, you're working long days, long hours. Like, do you use a lot of hand cream? Like, what do you do to keep your hands are your tools in this situation? So how do you keep them in good shape?
Yeah, for my hand, I use the same Vaseline that I put on the puppet.
Right.
Yes, it's super good for the skin. And nothing, your skin with glue.
You have to wear gloves. It's very important when you're working with those glues, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
it's important. But you know, I use my hands for cutting, and so I'm not sensible anymore in my hands.
Oh my God, this is a problem.
Yeah, my
#.
hands is so harder. I don't feel anything in some way. So I think this is the meaning. Yeah.
All right.
Well, thank you guys. It was really nice to have you with us today. Hulo is backstage. Hello, Hulo. Do you want to say hi?
I'm bringing him in. He's joining today. Really, it was so wonderful having you guys with us and learning more about Studio Croma, learning more about the upcoming project Playing God, which still has 11 days left in its Kickstarter crowdfunding campaign. So if you're interested to learn more about the project, visit studiocromaanimation.com, or there is also the Kickstarter link that we're going to drop in, that is in the comments. And you can find more information on Studio Croma's Facebook page, on our Festival Stop Motion Montreal Facebook page, and all of our Instagram accounts and StopMotionNerds. So check it out. I love that our stop motion community has come together on a Saturday from 3 different countries today, and we've got viewers around the world. So
yeah, nice.
What a truly amazing community we have, and I hope that we continue to support one another in such a tremendous way.
We want to meet you in person too.
Maybe next year. Maybe in the next live.
I think we should do like we get to visit your Italy and you guys come to Montreal. And,
yes, of course.
Yeah.
And of course we'll have to stop off in Mexico. So.
Yes.
We trip Montreal and Mexico.
Yes, we were invited even in Mexico in the previous live, because we have also a live with Stop Motion Mexico, and we invite us so we can travel around and visit all the country.
It would be so long this trip, you know.
We need a vacation after Playing God, right? So
I think so. I think you guys have burned it already, but you know, we wish you all the best in the final crowdfunding campaign days, and anything that you need along the way in completing the project. Your community is here to support you.
Thank you for this space.
Thank you so much
for this invitation. You are so special. Thank you.
Super cool studio.
Yeah.
That's right. It's true.
How do you say puppet power in Italian?
What? Sorry?
Puppet power in Italian. Is there like a translation for that?
Puppet power.
Yeah.
Potere di puppet.
Say it one more time.
Potere dei puppet. It just sounds like a Power Ranger stuff or something.
Exactly. It is. It is totally like a Power Ranger thing. You know. We used to call ourselves the. I'm not gonna go there, but I think we should all put.
I want a wand in my hand and say power puppet. Power.
Amazing.
Puppet power and others in the comments.
Just stop. Say puppet. Okay.
Okay. Thank you guys.
Thank you so much. See you the next time. Have a good Saturday, good Sunday, good weekend.
Good weekend.
Yes.
Thank you for everything.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.